Hello. Alright, well, we're gonna start now. And first I'm gonna put back my hair because it's kinda all over the place. You wanna be able to see what you're doing. You wanna see your face and stuff. I'm gonna start by going in with this Jordana eye primer. And I'm just gonna use my finger. Don't kill me. I'm just using my finger. A lot of people use their finger. If you don't want to, then you can use a brush. No judgment. I just need it to be a little more tacky. I feel like tackier primers, they will hold on to the shadows better. Wet n Wild El Natural and Bare Necessities. I'm gonna first go in with this matte, like taupey kind of color. Those are always nice for transition. So I'm gonna use this Sonia Kashuk brush, a crease brush, an angle crease brush, and kind of just like a rainbow effect. Just go back and forth like a windshield wiper. I know it's gonna look really crazy right now, but don't worry. We're gonna blend it out. Don't worry. And don't worry about those tire marks either. Those are gonna go away. Just keep working. God, I feel like Bob Ross. Like a painting. Yeah. And get your fluffy blending brush and just like tornado effects. Just keep going back and forth until you get a nice gradient. And another one. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, now I'm gonna go in with this highlighty color. I'm just gonna put the tiniest bit on this fluffy blending brush and just run it across the very top. And then taking the clean side, well, sort of clean side, and just kind of buff it out so it's not too intense. Today I'm going to use this Kajal Showtime by NYC. And just run it over the lid part. Don't go past the crease because that's when things get really, they get really messy. We're going to blend this out a little bit too, so don't freak out. I know it looks janky right now. And now all you have to do is kind of smudge it out. I'll go back in with this crease brush. Just kind of take it and push it around. I'm just kind of running it on the corners a little bit for a smoky look. And dragging it up just a little. Don't worry about all this under here. I'm going to fix it later. Okay, I'm going to go back in with this blendy brush. Back and forth. Tornado. We can always go back in with that transition shade. Once I got the lounge eyeshadow. Let's try layering this stuff on.
Yes, oh yes, that is beautiful.
It's like if a mermaid and Selena Kyle, when she, turns into, Catwoman, and she like goes like all crazy and makes a vinyl suit. It's like if they had a baby together, this is what it would look like. Mermaid cat suit. But, I like to do like the super dramatic looks. I think it's more fun, you know? You can do a neutral look any day, you know? You can get away with it. What's the fun in that, though? I want to do something different. See, I'm going to dip in a little more to that color because I didn't get a lot. Just kind of smudge it. Don't worry, all this is going to be cleaned up. I'm going to use like the thing. The thing. The eyeshadow is pretty much done. I'm actually going to use this Milani Liquid Eye in the color purple. Wow, that's original. That's real original. I'm going to use this in the waterline for something different than your average, you know, black.
And sometimes I get like those really cheap sets for like Christmas, and I take like a lighter and I like burn it so it would be all like jelly, because it wouldn't work. And it would be like marking all over your hand, but it wouldn't like, go in the waterline. Now I'm going to use, oh, I lost it, where'd it go? Oh, I found you.
This L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love this. I've only used it a couple times and I know I love it. I actually like the other one too, the Pro Matte one. That one was like one of my favorites. Okay, I'm just gonna squirt a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna go in with a Real Techniques brush and gonna go in circular motions to even. I got a lot of redness on my face, so I kind of have to working around and circles. Okay. You can also use whatever you have. You can use a, you know, little cosmetic sponge, whatever you have. If you have the fancier stuff, use the fancier stuff. It's all makeup, and at the end of the day, we all take it off just as fast as we can transform into something else, and that's the awesomeness of makeup. You can do whatever you want with it. Some people will like it, some people won't, and if you're good with it, then who cares what anybody says? You're trying to be you, not anybody else. So don't get too discouraged if people, you know, have an opinion, because we are not trying to be them. We are trying to be us. So I always do my lashes after my foundation. I'm using the Maybelline. Whoa, can you see it? Spider Effects Colossal.
I don't care about having clean, like, you know, lines in my lashes, or like super awesome looking lashes. I don't really care if they look clumpy and stuff. I think they look kind of cooler that way. So just put on as much as you want, whatever you usually use. And if you get some up here, don't worry, when it dries, it'll just, you know, you can use a Q-tip and kind of twist it and it will just kind of fall off because it'll be dry. So don't worry. And I assure you, no one's going to be like, you have a mascara dot on your eyeball. Oh. Don't stab your eyeball, though. That won't be good. See any little more? Yeah. So, just whatever amount you usually use. And whatever you have, you don't have to use this particular mascara. All mascaras pretty much work the same. Alright, now I'm going to go in with this Moisture Renew by Rimmel. It's like a clear lip liner. It's because the color I'm going to use, it can bleed a little, so I'm going to use something kind of waxy to prevent that. Oh, this is the new color Sensational Lipstick. in the color Sapphire Siren. I love colors that are a little unusual. Ooh, so pretty. Now this could be a night look, or it could be a day look. It just depends on what you want to put on your face. For me, I'd rock this on a Monday, checking the mailbox. You can always switch out the color to be more neutral or lip balm, whatever floats your boat. Now I'm actually going to top this color with this, let's see, can you see it? Color Icon lip gloss by Wet n Wild. It's like the pop one. I thought they looked so cool. The packaging totally got me because I'm a total comic book nerd. I was like, what? It says pop in the text of a comic book. I need that. Alright. I think that looks pretty cool. I know this is a little dramatic together, but this is what I would wear out. With this, you look at my David Bowie shirt. Isn't it so cool? You can barely see them. Okay. I don't usually do brows because, as you can tell, they're pretty there. But sometimes I like to just fill in the part here because they get a little bit sparse down here just to kind of straighten out that line and drag it out. I don't really think it's super duper necessary to do your brows unless you know you don't have any brows. I don't know. Sometimes I just like to change the shape of them just a little bit. Most of the time I don't bother with brows, to tell you the truth. Oh, sorry. This is a ColourPop. I think it's Dope Taupe. Oh god, the writing's all gone because it's been in my bag and it got lost. Alright, now I'm going to set my makeup just in the parts where I get kind of, you know, crazy around this area. Here, you know, T-zone, kind of, sort of. Yeah, anyway. With this Better Skin powder. And let's take it on a stippling brush. This is a Wet n Wild stippling brush. I just kind of brush it on the areas that I kind of start to lose color during the day. Oh, if you suffer from allergies, you know the struggle of trying to keep your nose the same color as your face. This Wet n Wild Contoured Highlight Duo Stick. Yeah. Ever since Michelle Phan came out with that stick, and I got it when it first came out, it was so expensive. I've been looking for something that was similar because I loved it, but it was so expensive. And this works pretty good. I like it. I don't like to do too much on the forehead because I feel like my forehead is kind of short anyway. I just kind of roll it around with my fingers. I know I'm using my fingers again. First. You can use a brush. No judgment. No judgment if you use your fingers either. Now I'm going to go in with this blush by Wet n Wild. I don't know what it's going to look like. I'm a little scared of it because it's kind of purple. But it's a good kind of scared. It's the ombre blush in the purple haze. Please don't be too crazy looking.
My mom might be like, you already look crazy.
Oh, it looks okay. It's light. Kind of purpley. Kind of goes with the look. It's alright. I feel like it kind of, you know, blends everything together. So we'll go back in with this Wet n Wild contour stick. I think it was like $3 or $4, which I like because I actually really like to use sticks, especially when you're on the go.
I kind of like to split up, you know, your highlight on the nose. I like to like kind of leave a little bit, like a space in between to kind of make it look a little more natural, even though it doesn't. Yeah, that completes this look. It's a little, yeah, it's a little dark, a little edgy, a little different. Don't judge people for being different. If they want to wear whatever they want to wear. You can always switch up the lipstick or the eyeshadow, you know, vice versa, to suit you best. The point is that you embrace your individuality and don't give a crap what anybody says to you.